Hey Coach, my name is Jonah Buss. I'm a senior at Kimberly High School and where I've played golf for the last 4 years. On top of golf, I also do a couple other things such as I play volleyball for the school. I'm involved in National Honor Society and my church youth group where we volunteer from time to time. So I think what really got me started with the game is I went with a friend one time between my 6th and 7th grade year, and I remember one shot in particular. Obviously I wasn't very good, but one shot in particular that I hit really solid, and I think that's what really kept me coming back. One tournament that really sticks out in my mind is one of the first tournaments I ever entered. It was just at one of the municipal golf courses in the area, and it was a 36-hole event, and I remember the first day went really well, second day went really well, and I was playing in the last group, and I had a one-stroke lead over two guys in my group, and I remember hitting a perfect drive. I knew I had it almost won, and I was just nervous, and I ended up sculling my second shot over the green. I think that taking third in that tournament actually helped me in the long run because I had that memory to draw back on, and I knew, just make a good confident swing. You've been in this position before. My junior year is when it all started to come together for me. I played really well, ended up all conference, and then that summer is when I really decided that I was going to take the game a lot more seriously, and I entered myself in 15 or 16 tournaments. And I ended up playing really well. I won a couple of them, and I ended up being around the 8th ranked player in the state. The reason I chose golf over volleyball was that it's one of those sports where you can go out one afternoon when nobody else wants to play, and you can just beat balls on the range or practice your putting stroke or do whatever you have to do, and you don't have to rely on someone else. So like for me, who I always have to be doing something, like I always want to be getting better. I have friends who love golf just as much as I do, but they don't feel the same drive that I do. So I think it's important for me because I know that I can just it's a sport that I can play for the rest of my life, and I can take it as far as I want. One thing that I have to draw back on that a lot of other players don't is the fact that I started late and the fact that I've gotten so much better just the last couple of years. The way that I prepare and practice and do everything, even when I know I don't have tournaments coming up, I think has really helped me improve. Thanks a lot, Coach. It was really nice that you took the time to watch this video, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Hi Coach, my name is Barnett-Howe. I'm a life member of the PGA of America. My husband and I are both teaching professionals in Northeast Wisconsin. The film that you are about to see is that of Jonah Buss. Jonah is a senior at Kimberly High School in Northeast Wisconsin. What I like to do when I'm analyzing a player's swing, Coach, is show you both his strengths and weaknesses. So today in this film, I want to give you a chance to look at his posture, his balance, his hands and arms, and pretty much all aspects of his swing. With the aid of a shaft line, Coach, I can show you Jonah's initial takeaway, which is heavily dominated by his shoulder, so his club face is a little bit shut. Then in the second stage, he's going to set his club parallel to the target, and at the top, he's square. He's in a good position. Jonah's transition move, because he uses his legs and his spine angle so well, he pulls the club back to parallel, and he's a little bit off the right foot, maybe more than some teachers would want, but I really think this is a good position. Jonah, in my opinion, has a swing very similar in tempo to that of Henrik Stenson. And Henrik just won the FedEx Cup. A lot of really good things in Jonah's swing. He's deliberate. It's a pretty simple swing. There's not much that goes wrong with it. And you can see for yourself that he doesn't overswing. It's a good swing plane. It's good balance. Coach, while I might be biased, I think Jonah has an excellent swing. But we both know that a swing and performance are two different things. This summer, Jonah challenged himself to put together a summer schedule that would be relevant for college golf. To make a long story short, Jonah went from an unranked player his junior year to the 8th ranked player in the state of Wisconsin by the end of this summer. He's now a member of the Wisconsin-Minnesota Cup team, and he's surely ready to play college golf. With all my students, I try to work hard with them on the short game and the pitching wedges. Jonah hits very crisp wedges. If he has any flaw at all, it's that he would prefer to stay with a very quick tempo and just shorten his swing. In college, he'll learn to change his tempo on his wedges to create different shots, I'm sure. But again, this is very nice form. So we switch to a front view so that you can take a look at his mechanics from this angle. Here we have a multi-screen view of Jonah's swing, and we've highlighted 3 boxes to show you his positions. The first box, I think you can see a very nice shoulder turn, and he's turned behind the ball. The second box shows his lag angle, and the third box that we've highlighted shows his finish. If Jonah has a flaw from this view, it might be that he leans into the ball a bit much, but in my opinion, all that does is create lower ball flight for him, which I think he obtained playing in the spring winds in Wisconsin. Again, we're just showing you some front views. We're going to work up from his mid-irons to the driver. Jonah's a very good driver of the ball. It's probably why he scores so well and plays so well. Here we just thought we'd throw one on the turf and let him hit it for you, and you can hear that it's a crisp sound, so he has no trouble with that move. As I was alluding to before, he likes the quick, crisp, short game shot, so even his flop shots are pretty assertive or aggressive. This is his soft version. I like to show all coaches some greenside shots. Here we've got the pitch and run, and we'll have some sand wedge shots as well. Jonah's been scoring very well this summer, so his short game's been very good as well. We put it on the fringe here just because we wanted to show you off a shorter grass. I think Jonah would putt off of this surface. He gets a little bit loose with his hands, but he has great touch, so I've never tried to stop that in his short game swing. Putting on a film is a little bit hard to show, so we just showing you his blade here and then how still his body is through the stroke. He's a very good putter. Jonah is a player who is just coming into his potential. He's got a great golf swing. He's a terrific student. He's good at time management. He's a great competitor. And furthermore, coach, he's not afraid to compete. He proved that this summer when he went out and won 3 PGA events in the state of Wisconsin on courses he'd never played before. If that's indicative of what you're looking for, coach, then please take a moment and give Jonah a call. I think it'd be worth your time.